Hello guys, what's up YouTubers and other people? Sorry if that offended you. It probably didn't. If it did, just shove it. Let's forget about that. This is my first video log, vlog, vlog, whatever you want to call it. It has a video of me sitting in a computer chair in front of my computer with a webcam and two guitars in the back that aren't being played. But, that's okay because we have a different topic to discuss. And I don't even know why I said different. Okay, our first topic we'll be discussing, and I know this was probably on all of you football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from, fanatics' minds. The Euro 2012 final. It just happened yesterday, Sunday, what day is it? The 30th? Yeah, Sunday the 30th. And, I honestly, in my opinion, I thought it was a huge disappointment. It really, to myself at least. There was a lot of action. There was a lot of goals by Spain. And honestly, I didn't want to see that at all. I was going into the match, I was really thinking that the Italians had an edge on them. Not necessarily an edge, but in the sense that they had momentum going into it. And I really thought that the form they were in, the way they've played against Germany, how they finished off England in what am I doing? In penalty kicks. That's what I was trying to say. How they finished off England in penalty kicks, Pirlo with that clutch little chipper right over Joe Hart's. And I thought it was funny how Joe Hart was laughing during the penalty shootout. It was kind of weird in a sense. Even though he let him in, he was had this weird smile on his face. I guess that's just him. That's just the blokes over in England. That's what they do. But yeah, it really disappointed me because I was an England fan because my home country isn't in it, the United States, and it's European football, so I really was going to favor England because my favorite player is Wayne Rooney, and I don't really care what any of you have to say about that. In my opinion, he's one of the best strikers there is around. Now, internationally speaking, I wouldn't say so. I'd probably have to go, well, Ronaldo's not a striker, he's a left winger, but he's an attacker, so I'd have to go with either him. Balotelli did a really great performance against Germany. He's up there now. He's in contention with those other names, those other big names, such as Fernando Torres had a great tournament too. And even though Spain, they really weren't putting a striker up top. That's whenever he came in, man, he scored those two goals against, I want to say, I really don't know. I forget. You can tell me. I'm an idiot. You can tell me in the comments right down there who they were because I honestly cannot remember. That was 3 weeks ago. I can't even remember what I had for dinner last night. Ribs. I can't, so, But my memory's not that great. So, moving on. Anyways, now that we got that all out of the question, well, I actually want to talk about, what was up with England's performance in the game versus Italy. I know this is supposed to be about Spain versus Italy in the final, but we'll go to the quarterfinal, Italy versus England. England's performance, in my opinion, was terrible. It was really bad. It was just downright horrible. And, I honestly thought the Italians there was going to be a goal during the game. But, it went into extra time, and then it went into penalties, and obviously that's what happened. And, the Italians could just finish the penalty kicks better. And what's up with the Ashleys? Ashley Young and Ashley Cole both missing, man. I guess I guess fate just wasn't meant to be for the Ashleys to score penalty kicks for England. But that's okay. They can still rock that name. They're professional soccer stars, so they can be called whatever they want, even though that's a real name. So that's what they want to be called. Hopefully, unless you're Brazilian, you can have 5 different names and be called Ronaldinho or something. You know, whatever. He has the right to do that, though. He's a friggin' beast and a legend. Yeah, but that just disappointed me. But anyways, the momentum Italy had from that game into the semifinals versus the Germans. The Germans, I just didn't know what happened to them. They pretty much fell apart, and Italy just took over. Balotelli finished those really nice 2 goals, and he was looking insane. He was looking like he was just gonna make every shot he took. And that's what I thought he was going to do versus Spain. But, you know, Spain plays that, like, tiki-taka style of soccer where they just get into little triangles and possess all the time. And keep in mind, basically, that's what Barcelona does, and that's pretty much what the team Spain is Barcelona. I mean, you figure they have, what, like, 6 or 7 players straight from the starting lineup from Barcelona. So their chemistry is so high and Barcelona and Real Madrid, that's pretty much what the team is. But anyways, yeah, I saw the first goal. David Silva, that was a nice ball in from Cesc Fabregas, and he got that little header. It beat Gianluigi Buffon. You know, there's nothing he could have done about that. That was a nice goal. I respected that. So, you know, you get an early goal like that, Spain started to set the tone of the game. So I really thought Italy was going to pick up the pace and, you know, move on further and try to get something going offensively. But when they don't have the possession that much, they actually outpossessed them in the main part of the first half, I want to believe. But they really didn't have that many chances. I mean, Cassano had a couple chances, but he just couldn't get a direct shot. And, you know, you really got to be good at finishing to beat Iker Casillas, the best keeper, no doubt, in the world right now. And yeah, the Italians, you know, and their defense was really sloppy. The second goal by Jordi Alba was just, oh my god, that was terrible defensive wise for Italy. You know, after Chiellini got hurt, they pretty much fell apart back there. You know, they put Balzaretti back there, and he's normally, like a left back? I think he was playing center back. But, yeah, they just fell apart. I mean, you let a left back, someone in the defense, run all the way up the pitch and score a goal like that, like an easy... He got a pass off of the through ball from, I don't even know, it was probably Iniesta or someone. Gets the ball off of him, he's right in, just has to curve it right around Buffon, just a little finesse shot, and it was in. So they were up 2-0 at the end of the first half, and, you know, I really wasn't feeling like watching the game like I wanted to. I really didn't have that angst to watch the game, and this is a really long vlog, 8 minutes already. Jeez, if you guys are still watching, thank you. Honestly, thanks. Yeah, but after that, I pretty much got really bored of watching it, so I decided to just start playing on this drum kit. And yeah, I'm terrible at drums, but you know, it was just something to do. I mean, my dad bought it because if I try to start a little band or something, people don't have to bring their drum kits over like in vans or stuff. It's just easier access like that. Like, it's a cheap, like, can't remember what it's called, man. I can't remember anything. I want to say, I think it starts with an E. I cannot remember. And it's sitting in the room over there. I just saw it like an hour ago, maybe? No, probably like half an hour ago. But yeah, I was just drumming on that, coming up with little beats, you know. I'm pretty bad though, so it was alright. You know, anyone could show me up. I just thought it was pretty cool to just try to do something new, keep the rhythm, so I can get better at guitar, like time-wise. But that's off-topic subject. So, yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm drumming or whatever. I come back in, I'm like, oh, Spain and Italy. I like check back on it, and it's, you know, it's still 2-0. It's, what, I want to say like the 68th minute or something like that, 69th minute. Yeah, ha, laugh all you want, 69. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, you know, this is boring. Spain's obviously going to win this. Why even watch? You know, I left it on sitting there, but I couldn't see it because I was sitting behind it, like the way my room's set up. Like, the TV's like here, and then Oh wow, the drum set's like back here. So yeah, I couldn't see it. So I'm sitting there, drumming for a little bit. I look up at the clock. It's like, well, Eastern Standard United States. It was like 4:40, 4:45. I was like, oh, the Spain Italy game's probably over, and it was like the 89th minute, and Spain was beating them 4-0. And I'm like, are you serious? How did they score 2 more goals? How did Italy let them tramp all over them like that? But see, that's not the kind of game I want to watch. Though it's that lopsided, and especially, okay, if I was a Spanish fan, I was from Spain. I was rooting for the the Spaniards. Obviously, I'd obviously want them to destroy and dominate and get the title because they won 3 in a row and made history. Well, 3 major cups in a row, like the World Cup 2010 and the Euro 2008. So they've won back-to-back Euros, and let's hope that coming up 2014 they don't win that World Cup, or they'll definitely be the the best team of all time. Sorry about that. It's pretty hot. But yeah, that's man. This video is lasting a long time than I thought. First vlog, tell me how I did. I don't really know. I'm not really looking at the camera the whole time. I'm trying to look at my computer to keep occupied. It's kind of hard just sitting here talking to something, listening to my voice talk, But, yeah, Spain versus Italy, I really didn't enjoy it at all. If I was a Spain fan, I would have. But since I was pretty neutral, I was leaning toward Italy. I was kind of rooting for them. I kind of wanted them to win. But at the same time, I didn't like the team because obviously they knocked out England, and I kind of just thought they're a really nice team. Like it's just something weird about them. They just have this weird type of swagger about them that they can just finish games up and just in that clutch sense, like penalty shootouts and stuff like that. They just got that. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. And see, the only other team I was rooting for other than England was probably Portugal. And obviously they they got beat by Spain in the semifinal in penalty shootouts too. There's been no goals in like, what was it, like 2 or 3 games straight. The England versus Italy, and then the Spain versus Portugal. But yeah, I was really thinking that Portugal, they were the underdog, so I was rooting for them, and I really thought they'd be able to knock out Spain, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And Iker Casillas is just amazing at stopping penalty kicks, stopping anything. He's like a big brick wall. But that's about it. That's my take on the Euros, the final. Who I thought should have won was Italy. Obviously, that didn't happen. Spain's obviously the better team, and the better team almost, arguably of all time. You look who they have: Xavi, Iniesta, Torres. Look at their defense. They got PK, Puyol when he wasn't injured, Ramos. They're really good, and they can finish off teams without even putting a main striker up top. That's so dangerous. And everyone has the fitness level. Everyone gets forward, left backs, right backs. Sometimes you got center backs. Ramos was all the way up the pitch at one time. He's a center back or a fullback, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, disappointment for me. I know I said this about 5 times already. I'm trying to figure out how to end the video. It's kind of weird. First vlog. But as I'm getting toward 15 minutes, I'm going to try to stop on 15 minutes. So I got about like 40 seconds. Alright. Disappointment for me. Give me your take on it. Did you think it was exciting? Who were you rooting for to win? Who did you want to win? Italy or Spain? And other than that, who was your main team outside of those teams that you wanted to go all the way, or you thought was going to and wanted to win? Like, just tell me who your team is, where you're from, not in that sense. I'm not a stalker, man. I could care less where you're from. But yeah, just tell me what team you're rooting for. If you want to see more vlog, well, I'm sorry, it's not even late. It's almost 10 o'clock, but it's alright. Just give me a like right there, a thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. If you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more vlogs, there'll be different topics. I mean, yeah, if you got anything like soccer, football related topics you want to talk about, I'll give you my take on them. Just put them down in the comments section, or any topic. I mean, I'll talk about anything, unless I don't know about it that much, obviously. Or if I don't want to talk about it. And I said I was going to end a minute ago, so I guess that's it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Can't say rating anymore. Just leave a thumbs up. Add some comments, and, if you want to check out more content, hit the subscribe button up there in the top, right by my picture. And I'm sorry about the picture. It's gray for some reason up there. It's gray because YouTube, it just wouldn't let me upload a picture. It kept saying it was invalid during validation or something like that. So yeah, this went a lot longer than I thought, but just give me some comments. Anything you want to see, just if you enjoyed it, tell me in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe, and that's all. Thanks.